AI is changing a lot about how we do things in society. There's no doubt about that. But recently, during the Bloomberg Tech Summit, the founder of the Bumble dating app, Whitney Wolfe Herd, suggested that AI personas would be the next big thing in relationships. She envisioned a future where your dating concierge could go and date for you with another dating concierge, therefore eliminating the need to personally interact with potential partners. And this idea that somehow AI is going to create better relationships is absolute nonsense. And in this video, I'm going to break down why. So there is a lot of different ideas of how AI can be used for relationships. Creating an AI version of you to interact with other people, using AI to try to say the right things to your partner, or using AI to pick the perfect gift for your partner. All of these ideas, they have the right intent, but ultimately these ideas are going to fall flat every single time. So first of all, let's break down what it means to have an AI avatar. This AI avatar is essentially a curated version of you. And this is the first main problem, is that this AI avatar is essentially built on what you want people to see. It's like your version of yourself. This means that it's not actually you. It's not actually the ins and outs, the nuances, the individuality that you have. It's essentially what you want people to see. So whatever data that you give this AI is essentially going to be your curated version of this AI. It's not going to actually fill in with the detail and the nuance of who you are. So this means that you won't accurately be represented. So although AI may help us appear nicer and more responsive in this perfect idea of ourselves, it's not really going to be reflective of us, of our best parts, of our worst parts, and it's also not going to be reflective of the people that we're speaking to. If you think about it, it's kind of like when you see on movies when a CEO of a corporation sends his assistant out to go and buy his wife a gift, knowing that his assistant will buy a really nice, thoughtful gift for his wife. It's like that. It has this appearance of authenticity, but it's not actual authenticity. And ultimately, this is going to lead to more time wasted on the application, because you're going to spend all this time with your avatars out in the dating world, dating for you. And then when it comes to conversations with you, the person is going to feel misrepresented, right? But this actually works in the dating app's favor, because dating apps aren't really designed to get you in a relationship. They're simply designed to make you feel like you're making progress on your dating life. So there is this sort of urban myth idea that dating apps are designed to keep you single, which they don't really, but they do benefit from it. And having these AI avatars is going to be part of that business model. If you think about it, dating apps are very, very flawed in many different ways. They all claim to have their own special sauce to algorithmically match you. They already have this AI built in. But those matches that they currently have are still based on outdated models of like personality profiles. Things like love languages, etc., which don't actually really capture anyone's personality. They're a watered down version of that person. So even if AI accurately managed to replicate your true personality and match it to someone else, their matching algorithm is still pretty low quality. They're based on old, outdated models that try to group people into certain clusters. So because of this, these AI avatars chatting with each other is actually going to take away from a lot of our moments of discovery that we have in dating and in relationships. Strong relationships are built in small moments. They're not built in these big grand gestures. They're built in these small day-to-day, actually quite mundane moments. But these moments of discovering important things about each other. This is where you discover you have a similar type of music, or you both hate the same person, or you both wanted to be an astronaut when you grow up. All of these small, quite mundane little things that happen. This is when the moments of connection happen. AI avatars will remove that. So for example, let's say your potential match loves your favorite album, or they lived in the same city that you lived in once. Moments like that, not hearing that in the moment and reacting to it in the moment in real time with your potential partner actually takes away from that connection, because your partner is unable to see your micro expressions, the tone of your voice, and vice versa. So by removing those moments where you learn the foundations of your relationship and of connection, this means that you won't have these organic moments of excitement, of sadness, of interpretation, of interaction. Because the truth is that intimacy and connection requires vulnerability. And just before I jump on to the next point, if you are interested in more videos on relationships and communication, then make sure you do subscribe for new videos every single week. True intimacy requires vulnerability, authenticity, and the willingness to navigate the complexities of human interaction. By using AI to streamline dating and relationships and minimize the risk of missteps and conflicts, we lose valuable opportunities to practice and develop these essential skills. The essence of intimacy lies in our ability to be genuine, to make mistakes, and to work through them with our partners. And because having these AI avatars is all about efficiency, this is fundamentally at odds with the messiness and the unpredictability that characterizes true human connection. Another problem with having these AI relationship guided ideas is that people change over time. People change in relationships due to events, due to circumstances, due to necessity. So even if your AI avatar were to somehow capture the true essence of you, it still wouldn't give you a good foundation for a relationship, because ultimately people change and develop and grow over relationships. That is what a relationship is. So using AI to skip forward in the relationship and cut out the initial questionnaires, you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage. The truth of long-term relationships is that compatibility is cultivated. So if you're using this AI avatar, you're actually missing out on developing the skills you need to maintain your relationship, because ultimately you're trying to rush through to the good part to get to the compatibility part. But compatibility in relationships is the result of the relationship. So let's say you get the perfect relationship placed on your lap. You're disempowering yourself from being able to maintain it simply by the fact that you're not developing those skills, those relationship skills, how to communicate, how to handle your emotions, how to develop a strong, powerful mindset in order to grow that relationship to a thriving state. This is what I work on with my ultra normal members. And if you do want to join us in learning the crucial relationship skills that it takes to grow a thriving relationship, then join us on my free relationship bootcamp, where I'll give you the tools to turn any relationship into a thriving relationship. Click on the link in the description down below to join us today. And even worse than this, I've actually seen people start to use AI to say the right things in a relationship, to tweak the language that they use to speak with their partner. And there's a massive problem in this as well, because what that means is that you're always going to be reliant on AI. You're never going to have the skills within your core. So you become dependent on this technology. You know, AI is useful for a lot of things as a basic foundation, but ultimately AI for any type of personal interaction or developing in a relationship is ultimately going to lead to a dependency on it. You can't have AI all the time to say the right things. So learning what to say when someone's upset, learning what to say when someone is sad, learning what to say when they're mad, learning what to say when they're frustrated. This is learning from the top down, which is meaning that you have to learn 10,000 different phrases or scripts that AI has taught you for each situation. Whereas if you learn from the bottom up, if you learn the skills from the foundation upwards and develop them, then you'll be able to learn how to handle conversations the right way every single time. So look, I'm not here to say that AI is the worst thing in the world. All I'm saying is that when it comes to relationships, personal interactions, AI has got to be used very, very sparingly, because relationships between human beings are very, very fragile. And if you don't handle them in the right way, ultimately, you're going to risk losing maybe one of the best things that you ever had. So don't waste your own potential on cheating your way through a relationship. Simply just learn the foundational skills to be able to turn your relationship into a thriving relationship from whatever state it's in. And I saw people talking about the idea of using AI to try to avoid arguments, which is one of the worst things that you could do for your relationship. If you do want a deeper dive into why avoiding arguments with your partner is a terrible idea, then I will leave you with this video right here. I'll see you over there.